Using CarMax and chapstick. And so, no, you know what? No, forget that. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Because now they flip-flop the whole idea of like say, oh, you follow dogs, so you have to be socially responsible and conservative when you talk about dogs and people and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, I guess you got a point, because I don't want to see no traumatizations, you know what I mean? Right. So you say, all right, well, if you put a ratio on it and a pace to where you don't go from 0 to 60 in 2.7 centimeters a second, then you can have an actual factual idea of saying something like, you know what I'm saying, like that's something that is giving inclination to inferring one thing but saying it through another, and say without insulting anybody. It don't insult anybody. It's all within the context of what you're talking about. It's like someone going this way.
I'm not going to go into any of my discussions with the CIA. I'm not going to go into any discussions I've had before. I'm not going to go into security clearance related issues. I was not the person who was elected. In my job, it's not about what I do.
So what this guy is talking about? Our news cover up in bureaucracy, and they're doing a cleanup job right now. CNN over here, see, and I forgot what this I call this, because there's a vacuum effect, and it just sucks it all up, like it's the power of every bad thing in the history of galaxies. You know what I'm saying? So so you just like I say, oh, you don't like dog. I call it out of work. You don't really like dog. You use your dog as a hostage. You feed it ham, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has bad cholesterol level, whatnot, and stuff like that. I real. And well, sorry. Maybe there's that, but in any case, you can't be sit up here and tell me that I say such and such when I've been saying this for such and such. Otherwise, you're gonna do this to dogs and stuff. So how you only force the hand for me to say, well, you're a negative connotation of a person. You know what I mean? Well, in one sense, right? And so to me to say, forget this, is like to say, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna follow dog.com anymore and stuff like that. I've tried that before. Dogs need my help. I'm a patron of dogs. What do you call it? You know what I'm saying? This is my duty. You know what I'm saying? On Earth. Stuff. And so, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, what is it that you're supposed to say about that you can't say? What, dogs don't have, or they don't, because dogs don't have a rational type of idea of thinking. Don't have spatial reasoning. Okay? So you're not going to catch a dog by himself unless you see me. But you're not going to catch a dog by himself at the hospital making appointments and signing with his paws and stuff like that, unless it's me. But I'm saying a regular dog. So they don't have spatial reasoning. So given they don't have spatial reasoning, you can't say, oh, well, dogs don't understand that we're going to have our dogs and stuff. Because you're reading my mind, like, what to say. I say, oh man, I wish I could put more gas in my tank or whatever, So, and so right, and that's not the point. Is because people cut off ears and stuff like this of dogs and stuff, and let me ears. Yeah, you never be broke. You cut off ears of dogs behind anything you can say about anything. There's no privacy, there's no intellectual property, there's no privacy in your mind, there's no freedom of thought or anything like that. So even though dogs have no special reasoning in that sense, and what the correlation is how do you expect a dog, other than myself, to say to my dogs, don't pay attention to this crap, I'm talking about, I'm saying, I'm bringing you with me, and when I let you know what you do, know these things.